Hi everybody, we're going to be learning a little bit about some new tools. Pretty soon we're going to be using saws and these tools to cut wood, but we're going to practice first on paper because it's really tough to do this part of the project. This thing is a special triangle. The special triangle is called a square. The reason it's called a square is because you can use it to make things square. This is a square corner. On this corner right here, this is a 90-degree angle. 90 degrees is an important thing because it helps things be very strong. If you look at our wall down here, it goes up. That is a 90-degree angle on that wall. If our walls were crooked, they would be more likely to fall down, but since they're straight up and down, they stand up a lot stronger. Sometimes to make a 90-degree angle though, you have to cut two pieces of wood and put them together with two 45-degree angles. We know that because (45) plus 45 equals 5 plus 5 is 10. 1 plus 4 is 5 plus 4 more is 9. 45 plus 45 is 90. You can call these degrees. A little symbol there as a degree symbol. Don't worry about that too much right now. Anyhow, a 45-degree angle is this side. This is 90. If you have two 45s, put them together, you equal a 90. To work on the paper, we're going to be using these squares. They are, once again, also triangles. They are a triangle, but we use them to make square corners. You'll see this corner right here is 90. This is 45. If I put two 45-degree angles together, I have a square. 45 plus 45 is 90. These things are a little bit funny. They're actually harder to use than these nice metal ones for wood, but there's not an edge on paper that's thick enough to really use. The way we can use this is super simple. You just take it, boom, and now you know that it's flush. When I push that ledge up onto there, and now I know that I'm nice and straight. You're not going to have that luxury on the paper, but that is okay. You guys are going to do really fine with it anyway. Put the wood over here. Now, I'm going to be asking you guys to make a frame. Frame's going to look like this. You can see that I put some 45s together. Two 45s together equals a 90. This is a nice frame that I'm going to be able to put a nice piece of paper in and make a nice drawing. You guys are going to do a wooden one eventually, but let's practice with the paper ones first. Now, when we're working, we want to make sure that we are measuring very accurately. Let's use centimeters. On your project, you'll see that I have some links that I would like you to make sure you use. It cannot be longer than 30 by 20, and it has to be bigger than 20 and by 10. It's very important that we make it big but not too big. The reason for that is this paper, obviously it cannot be 30 centimeters wide because it's not 30 centimeters long. Here we go. Now, if I wanted to make an edge, make a border out of something, I need to make sure that I'm measuring it very accurately. We already have one nice square corner here. So let's go ahead and make sure that we're using that square corner right there. All I have to do is cut that in half, and it's going to be a 45-degree angle. This is kind of like cheating, effectively, but it's not, don't worry. Now, you know it's 45. Use this guy. If I line up my edge here, that means that I know I'm good. I can scoot it up. These plastic triangles, or plastic squares, have rounded ends, which kind of sucks, but you guys are going to get it. What I'm going to end up needing to do is pop it off just a little bit over the edge. You can see that it's going to be nice and straight. If you line up all those 1/8 inch marks, make sure that they're lined up along the edge. Otherwise, nice and straight. Now, I can make sure that I can draw a 45-degree angle. I was off by a little bit right there. You get off, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Scoot your triangle down a little bit, your square. Make sure it's nice and straight along this edge. This is going to be hard. Don't worry about it. Don't let it stress you out. All right. I just drew a 45-degree angle. Now it's really long. We don't need to make it that long by any means, but it's okay. So I cut that corner, or using a pencil, cut it. Now I'm going to measure the length that I want my piece to be. Let's say I want it to be 17 centimeters. Put a little mark right there. That's 17 centimeters. All right. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Take my triangle, and I want to line up the side of my square there. Gotta make sure this side is straight. If this side's crooked, it won't work. Make sure it's all lined up. Use those, like I said, 1/8 inch marks. Make sure that they're all straight. Scoot your square up. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Maybe a little bit below it so you have space for your pencil. That's straight. And boom. Alright. Looks kind of funny, right? It's okay. Don't worry about it. We're going to then decide how deep we want our piece of our frame to be. So let's say, let's make it 2 centimeters deep. Put a mark at 2 centimeters. Make sure your zeros lined up. Put another mark at 2 centimeters. I'm going to draw a straight line across them. Right below your dots. Make sure it's right below your dots. So, Alright, now I have a line, 2 45s. You can see it makes these little triangles here, 45 and 45. Take your scissors, cut them out. Careful. This side over here can be a whole nother piece. And so can this one. You're not always going to have that whenever you're using wood. Boom. It's a nice little trapezoid. 45-degree angles, 45-degree angles. Obviously, you're going to make 3 more of these. These 2 corners are going to meet up with another set. 45-degree angle. Awesome job.